All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? Taking a look at Detroit, they're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat.
Well, I think for the Pistons, they just have serious hopes for the outcome of this season. They're focused on putting up a banner.
Well, no one has been surprised by their dominance. Now they will try to take this momentum into the postseason.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Brook and Williams are the 4 and the 5. Booker is the 2, with Allen playing small forward. And it's Gillespie in at the point. And for the Pistons, Isaiah Stewart out there with Asar Thompson. Then there's Cunningham. Then it's Duren. And it's Robinson in at the 2. Tim, we're in the middle of a grueling NBA season. What's a challenge the fans might not realize?
Well, it's just that grind, B.A., mentally and physically. Trying to find enough rest, trying to stay energized between the years often is the biggest challenge.
And it's Detroit with the ball after Phoenix picked up the 3 with their last shot. Here's Duren. No good, a bit long that time. For 3, Allen. Duren with the rebound. And here's Detroit. It's a 3-point game. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
This has been that rare night where they got pretty much anything they wanted offensively. You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Here's Gillespie. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Beyond the arc. The Pistons clear it.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Thompson goes in. Oh my goodness!
Wow! The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going... Oh! Wow! I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible!
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Out to the right wing. Stewart, the pass to Robinson. Picked by Stewart. Jacks up a 3. The putback. Kicks it out to Cunningham. The 3. The rebound by Allen. The Suns have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Gillespie. Back to Allen. Here's Booker. 3-pointer. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Outside Robinson. This one for 3. Drills it from deep.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Suns have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Gillespie passes to Williams. Now here's Booker. An easy 2 on the layup. Booker's got 5.
Just fearless. Devin Booker not afraid to go right at the defense.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Devin Booker's focused on hooping and leaving a legacy. He said, my thing is, and Kobe said it too, inspiring the youth is everything. A kid grows up and is like, man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him. And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Back to you guys.
A role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Thompson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thompson's gotten his second bucket.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Gillespie passes to Allen. Allen with a screen on Robinson. For 3, Booker. The rebound by Detroit. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
Yeah, they barely got by this team in the last meeting. Rebounding was the big factor.
outside. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Duran. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Tim, you've been vocal in your praise for Cade Cunningham, and rightfully so.
Well, BA, on any given night, Cade can be the best player on the floor. He scores, he makes plays, he rebounds, and he processes things quickly. He always seems to be under control.
Pass to Stewart. Up and over Brooks. Stewart, no good.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
For 3, Booker. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Well, I love how decisive Booker can be off the catch. Such a high IQ player.
Cunningham drives in, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, BA, whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
And the first one at the line is good. And changes for the Suns, Legs. In the front office, coaching, you name it.
Yeah, Brian, you had the feeling changes were coming for this roster as well. Arguably the most disappointing team last season. A hard reset may have been needed.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Reed's checked in for Duran. Holland comes in for Stewart. Green's checked in for Thompson. And LeVert subbed in for Robinson.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Here's Bouye. It's intercepted. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's LeVert. Pass to Reed. And here's Cunningham. Fades away. And again, the Pistons missing. Suns trail by 3. Here's Goodwin. Looking at his numbers. Currently, he's averaging around 9 points a game. 3-pointer, O'Neal. He's off on that one. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Detroit on top, leading by 3. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. They've got Nick Richards, and it's Goodwin in at the shooting guard position. There's a screen, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Overall, though, they've taken good care of the ball. That's their first turnover.
Suns trail by 3. Pass to Bouye. Here's O'Neal from deep. Holland with a rebound. Down low. Outside for LeVert. Fires the 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Here's Goodwin. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Dunn outside. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. They set the pick. Here's Bouye. The wide open shot is on the money. And the Pistons shooting around 50% of the game so far. LeVert outside. Left side, Green. O'Neal pulls it in. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Here's Goodwin. And he banks in the layup. Goodwin's got his first points of the night.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And some changes here for Detroit. Thompson, he's checked in for Reed. Robinson comes in for LeVert. And Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. Phoenix also changing it up. Brooks, he's checked in for O'Neal. Booker comes in for Goodwin. And Gillespie is subbed in for Bouye. Outside Robinson. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Here's Gillespie. He's watched by Cunningham. Booker for 3. Holland with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Outside Booker. Brooks outside. Outside Booker. That three's off the mark.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Thompson outside. Here's Holland, covered by Richards. Back to Green, pass to Cunningham. Detroit needs to get off a shot. For 3, Robinson. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Robinson's got 5 points in the quarter. All right, Tim, let me get your thoughts on this NBA rule change. End of quarter heaves don't count toward a player's three-point percentage.
I love it. My paycheck directly reflected my shooting percentage. So we've seen players purposely let that thing go a split second after the horn. I think we should encourage guys to try to make that shot.
Nothing better than the false hustle, let it fly after the buzzer went off. Not anymore, though.
Absolutely. Very, very true.
For 3, Booker. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Here's Cunningham. Cunningham showing the D no mercy.
His small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Outside Booker. Will it go? And Brooks with the layup.
A throwback wing. Dylan Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
Last season, the Pistons winning a few playoff games for the first time since 2008-10.
Yeah, that's right. In the preceding 16 seasons, only 3 playoff appearances, and they were swept each time. This is a long time coming for Detroit. A team now that can not only make the postseason, but potentially make some noise.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Guys?
On the rise. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Back to Cunningham. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
This will be his 3rd free throw of the game.
It's hard to forget how much he struggled from the line during their last matchup.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So for the Pistons, Duran, he's checked in for Holland, and it's Stewart in for Green. Free throw good from Cunningham. And one thing the Suns showed last season, you got to have chemistry in addition to talent, Lex.
Well, it's so important that your stars complement each other. If all of them need the ball to be their best, it can definitely be difficult to run an offense.
Brooks finds Booker. Tries to break his ice. And Booker with the jam.
He is so versatile offensively. Booker able to beat you inside, outside, and in the mid-range.
That's good from Robinson on the assist by Cunningham. Robinson's got 7 now in this quarter. Robinson against Booker. Good work defensively by Robinson.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Gillespie passes to Williams. Now Brooks. Stewart defends. And that one's good for Brooks. Brooks has got 6.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Stewart. Up and over Brooks. Stewart, no good.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Well, that happens sometimes. Nothing is guaranteed in this league.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
At the line for the Suns, Booker, Devin Booker, 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. Now Cunningham got it up. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half now in the books. The Pistons on top, leading by 8. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the Phoenix Suns.
If you're shooting under 30% from 3, try to find another way to score, man. This is crazy, Shaq.
Yeah, being one-dimensional, they're making it too easy on the defense.
Changing things up just a bit, let's catch a glimpse of the Western Conference standings at the moment.
Taking a look at the Suns, they're dealing with some challenges, no doubt about it. They have talent, but maybe not as much as they thought they had. The effort's been spotty. It's been a learning year for this organization.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Detroit leading by 8. Duncan Robinson is out there with Kate Cunningham. Then it's Asar Thompson, then it's Isaiah Stewart, and it's Duren in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. Ooh, Thompson with the block. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Here's Stewart. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists in the game.
Cunningham seeing the floor oh so well in his young career.
Gillespie passes to Williams. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Duren. And that one's good for Brooks. Brooks has got 8.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Stewart, a screen on Booker for 3. Robinson. Brooks with the rebound. And it's Allen with the ball for the Suns. Trailing by 8. Here's the 3. The rebound by Stewart.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
He gets going. Good on the shot. He's got 11.
They have no answer defensively inside.
For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Gillespie. Let's go with a 3. No good.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
They double him with Duren. Gillespie passes to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, nice little finish at the rim there for Booker.
Yeah, Booker gets it done in a variety of ways, including down inside.
Outside Robinson. On the wing, Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Booker against Robinson. And stolen by Cunningham. Pass to Duren. Detroit moving the ball around. Thompson passes to Stewart. Robinson for 3. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul of the game. And Detroit making a change here. Jenkins is checked in. Dunn, he's checked in for the Suns. For 3, Allen. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And the dunk by Duren.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
Allen outside. Pass to Gillespie. To stop the run. And that one's good for Brooks. Brooks has got 11 points.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Picked by Stewart. To the inside. And finished off by Stewart.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
Allen finds Brooks. Now here's Dunn. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Duren. And Legs is someone who has seen some of the great perimeter defenders over the years. Who's the best you've ever seen?
Well, the best defense, Brian, I ever played against were those mid-90s Bulls teams when you had to go up against Jordan and Pippen on either wing. And then more modern-day players like Drew Holiday, even a guy like Tony Allen when he was in Memphis, they stand out to me as well.
First team all-defense, Tony Allen.
Year in, year out, a nightmare to go up against.
Out of bounds, it'll be Phoenix's ball. Here's a look at some stats for Cade Cunningham.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Suns trail by 15. Gillespie passes to Dunn. Pass to Brooks. They set the pick. Back to Dunn. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Here's Holland. 1:02 left to play in the third quarter here. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Allen outside, pass to Goodwin. Outside for Brooks, clock at 6. The Suns need to get off a shot. Got a hand on it.
Yeah, going straight up with those long arms. Duran flat out, a brick wall around the rim.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Reed's checked in for Duran. Green comes in for Thompson. And Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. Phoenix also changing it up. Richards is checked in for Brooks. O'Neal comes in for Allen. And it's Devin Booker in for Gillespie. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Booker, the pass to Richards. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
For his position, Booker does a solid job moving the ball. He's got great passing instincts.
Pass to Reed, right side Robinson. Here's Cunningham. On the wing, Green. Robinson for 3. Oh, what an incredible end to the corner.
Wow, incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly.
Woo. Oh, with the clock running down, man, that was close.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. 17-point game. And so in the game for the Suns, they've got Devin Booker, Nick Richards out there with Royce O'Neal, and it's done in a power forward. And they pick up 2.
If Booker finds his groove on offense, he is a pure scorer, and it's going to be a long night for the defense.
Pass to LeVert. And here's Green from the arc. And Detroit another 3.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Here's Goodwin. It's tipped.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Pistons?
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Iguodaro, he's checked in for Richards. And we've heard some coaches complain about short turnarounds on back-to-back legs. Would you like to see more done there?
Well, for those late starts when you arrive at the hotel at 2 or 3 in the morning and you've got to play the next night, those are certainly rough. But I feel like the league has done all they can, eliminating back-to-backs as much as they can. And certainly there's an emphasis on recovery and rest at all costs. What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Suns trail by 20. Goodwin passes to O'Neal. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Back to Booker. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Goodwin. Takes the 3. Holland with a rebound.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Now here's Reed. Now here's LeVert, defended by Dunn. From the baseline. And Booker pulls it down.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Pass to Dunn. Here's Goodwin. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. No dice from the high post. Cunningham passes to Green. Launches it. That shot off. Suns trail by 20. Booker for 3. And Reed pulls it down. Here's Holland. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Kicks it out to Cunningham. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Yeah, I love the physicality that Cunningham showed right there.
And Jordan Ott decides to call timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Reed. Stewart comes in for Holland. Thompson, he's checked in for Green. And it's Robinson in for LeVert. So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Mark Williams, he's checked in for Iguodaro. Dylan Brooks comes in for Dunn. Allen, he's checked in for O'Neal. And Gillespie is subbed in for Goodwin. Outside Booker. Allen with a screen on Robinson. Booker no good. Detroit leading by 22. Cunningham finds Duren. And here is Thompson to the paint. Here's Stewart. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Williams passes to Brooks. It's deflected. Allen outside to win the cold spell. The rebound by Detroit. Duren's got his 6th rebound on the night. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Phoenix has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Outside Booker. From outside the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Booker's got 23.
Well, I'm telling you, he is doing absolutely everything he can out there. He's just not getting enough help.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. And here's Duren. Outside Robinson. Back to Duren. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Williams.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Pistons.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
Here's Gillespie, and right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Stewart outside. Booker against Robinson. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Gillespie. Brooks outside. Step back and fire. The rebound by Stewart. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Now here's Robinson. There's the 3. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Duncan, you heated up and you had this crowd bouncing in the stands. Must have been an incredible feeling.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can make a couple in a row feels good. Even better, you know, when you got this fan base behind you. So it just means a lot to being here and just finish off with a win.
You had the green light and you took advantage. Thanks, Duncan.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.